Hello friends, welcome back to mckilliplife. My name is Amber. Today is February the 11th, 2025, and this morning I did some cleanup and some organization without the camera. I just wanted to plow through and make a big difference in this room. So even though sometimes I regret not filming it, I am happy to have it in the state that it is. And I want to give you a tour of what our living room looks like now and the chaos in the rest of the house. Just the leftover bits from moving and just show you an update as to where we are right now. Our entryway is looking pretty normal. I need to change the flower arrangement for the current season. That is my flower arrangement for the summer. And then if you look down our hallway, these are all pictures. They do not all go in the hallway. They often go in the living room or the kitchen or the dining room. But that's where I've quarantined our pictures for the moment, just so I can get our living room back to sort of the functional state. So here we have the puzzle table, and those two boxes are full of puzzles that I don't really know what to do with. These two little shelves are extra. We're not quite sure what we're going to use them for. And that is our lovely rug that currently looks like an accordion and confuses the puppies. But I'm praying that it'll eventually relax and lay down. So our current thought for arranging the furniture is our curved couch over on this wall, a side table in between that and the joint recliners, a table and lamp, and our recliner over here. Opening up the room a lot in order to have the windows clear and open with my keyboard there. We have no idea what's going to happen to that rowing machine. And then in the corner will be my art stuff. My art corner still needs to be set up. And then this is the new arrangement for our entertainment center. And that is all of the books in the house except for a small section above our bed. And that was a major accomplishment to whittle things down and narrow it down to those books. And West wants to mount the TV on top, on the wall. These boxes here are full of decorations that used to go in those cupboards underneath the TV, and now my cupboards went from 4 to 2. I do have an optional cupboard over here in the dining room. So there's our dining room table, and behind it you can see the black thing. That's another one of those cupboards that I could choose to keep and have decorations in it. And over here we have our lovely, very expensive folding table, all sarcasm intended, for the plants. And I want to build a plant stand for them that's narrow and does not allow people to just leave things on the table. Underneath, those are some extra decorations I have that I need to figure out what to do with. This is the mountain of boxes that need to be broken down, but it's kind of discouraging because our dumpsters are full, so I have no idea where to put them in the meantime. So that's a project for today. And then over here, we have extra lights and such. That is actually in the box, there's lamps and lampshades that are extra at the moment, and we have to decide what to do with it. This corner came a long way the last couple days. We have the replacement white elephant storage unit, and my sewing desk is actually set up. It still needs to be plugged in and lights set up and everything like that, but it's back to how I'd like it to be. This wall's changed a lot because those bookcases moved into the other room, and I would like to keep it minimal just to give the room some breathing space, but we'll see how it goes. So the question marks at this point are really, what are we going to do with all our puzzles? Because the shelves are completely full. West has the idea of mounting some shelves above the puzzle table to have the puzzles on there, but some of the puzzles are pretty wide, so I'm not quite sure. We'll see how we work through that. The next one and what I'll probably be working on today is going through my decorations and seeing if I can fit it within the 2 cabinets or if I need the 3rd one. I try to keep my decorations pretty minimal because it encourages me to actually put them out and take them down if they're not overwhelming. If it's a major to-do to put up decorations and change them, I won't do them. I like to keep my decorations down to just a small box, maybe a bag, and that's it. This is our coffee table, but because of the state of the rug being so lumpy, it needs to be off to the side until the rug relaxes. We do need to get a new table that I wanted out of our storage unit, or a shed. It's our own storage unit, just on our own property. It's, don't know if you can see it. That shed out there in the backyard. But I have a table there from my past life that I like to pull out and use as my art table, and let go of my drafting table from college because I do not use it for drafting. I only use it for painting and doing art on. This is a box of West's memory things, and then like I said, the rowing machine, we need to figure out what we want to do with it, where it should go, and also come to the conclusion of how we want to decorate the walls, because before we used to have a shelf running along that entire wall with West's memory things, but it often did not get cleaned because it was inaccessible, and we've had problems with things falling off that shelf because it shares the wall with the washing machine and dryer, and every once in a while it got bumped, and that was not good. Things got damaged. We also have to decide if we're putting up shelves again over on this wall above this couch, and also just decide, do we really like the couch over here? At the moment, I like it. I feel like it really gives the room more of an open feel to have nothing really blocking the windows, but we'll see. There's definitely things to decide and things to do, but a lot of it's just coming down to decoration. The major things are unpacked. Yeah. So at the moment, I think I'm going to sit down and go through my decorations and try to parse them out into the different seasons and see how they fit in these cupboards, and then probably do some more tackling on the mountain of boxes. Yeah. We've filled up our dumpster. We've walked down the street and put some stuff in other people's dumpsters. It's getting kind of silly. I've offered the boxes to a friend. That didn't go over, so maybe we'll list them on Facebook and say free moving boxes. I'm not sure. Another thing, I don't know if I'll do it today, but I need to work on is repairing this art piece for my great grandmother. Out of all the things the packers could label fragile and wrap really carefully, I wish they had done that for that, but they didn't. So luckily, I think it's as simple as pulling out some craft glue and then put it back together, but it's old and there's nothing to protect it from things messing up. It was cut shells that she arranged into a flower arrangement, which I absolutely love, and sad that it had some damage, but we'll see what I can do. So, as one of my favorite channels says, I don't know what, I can't quote it, but enough talking, let's get to the project at hand. I'm also somehow missing some books. They were with me at the rental, and now I can't find them, and they make me sad because it's actually a current book series I'm reading. So I'm praying that they'll pop up somewhere and I'll go, well, that's silly, that's where it is, and that'll be the end of it. Oh. I try to store all of my candles indoors in a temperature controlled environment, and usually just in one cupboard. I I don't have a lot of candles and I'm sensitive to smells, so they are usually unscented anyways. But these are my Valentine's decorations, plus this for some reason got separated. But that's what I mean by minimal. One little basket and decorate the whole house. This is Easter. It's a bag of Easter bunnies. Easter bunnies. Okay, let me give you a tour of what I'm looking at. Make no mistake, I don't have a plan. I'm walking through this one step at a time. This is definitely not a teaching video. If you learned something, wonderful. But this is just me finding my way through these boxes. So this is where I was sitting. You have some random memory stuff here. An old PlayStation. Decoration. Very fluffy dog. To the left of him, that black stuff, so there's some controllers, and then that's a box of photos. This is most of my candles, a random tablecloth. This is Valentine's stuff, Easter stuff, summer decor, fall decor, and some random things I'm not quite sure what to do with. And a new box mountain behind me. Lots of boxes. So, I think my first step is going to be to conquer Box Mountain, because I don't have to make any choices. Okay, I think I'm going to take the boxes out to the garage so they don't add to anything inside the house. Add them to the boxes later. 7 boxes. Water is important. So let's pick up the paper. So while I was breaking down the boxes, I was thinking, and I want to reserve one of these drawers for the game station, controllers, that sort of thing. So this top drawer is going to be controllers. So they can all go there, and then this old game station can go in there as well. And that's just there. I have basically 4 main seasons or holidays that I'm decorating for. So I'd like to make 4 sections in these. There's actually more shelves than just 4. So we'll see how that works. And then I don't know if it'll stay this way, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and put candles in here. Random stuff. Let's try putting candles in here. I've never put candles in a drawer before. Let's see why it won't work. And if things need to move and change, then so be it. At least I'm starting somewhere. Okay, there's candles. And let me grab the flowers from the entryway. They're actually seasonal because they need to have a place in here too. We'll see. So this is my fancy organization system. Big flowers in the trash bag, and on the outside the label of the season. This is for summer. And Now what I used to do is put them in these drawers. Oops. So the question is, can I fit 2 drawers, 2 seasons worth of flowers in 1 drawer? This is lots of random to do. Summer. And yeah, that's not going to work. So summer is down below, which means I need to use the other storage unit. That's fall. And then we put spring in the other unit, and not sure. This is part of summer. Guess I need a bag for Valentine's. Just feel kind of silly because I need to put Valentine's stuff up right now. But I do want to store it away first to make sure there's a place for it. So our winter and Christmas decorations are not minimal. They are several totes and tubs, and those are actually take up at least half of the attic space in the shed out in the backyard. So that's part of why you don't see any of that here. We'll go put this in that drawer. Okay, so that worked. So let's try putting things in these cupboards. I'm skipping the photos because in all reality, they need to go into the office where I need to scan them into the computer. So I don't really want to make a space out here for them. Valentine's. Easter. So this has always been an issue. It's too deep for this cabinet, so it ends up just standing up in the doorway. I just know that that's what that is, and you deal with it. This always forget to take out. It's a problem. So there is Valentine's and Easter. And we just need fall and summer. I know these are dirty, but I'm really trying to focus on organization and putting things away rather than cleaning. I can always come back here and put this on a list of things to clean and I'm dusted. Maybe I'm being foolhardy for doing that, but that's where I'm at right now. Summer. Fall. Not the nicest way to store it, but it works. And then I think I'm gonna try putting this with my other tablecloth. Maybe it'll have a chance of being used more. And random garland and bows for Passover. Okay, so this for the tablecloths, put this in the office with an empty shoe box, an empty little box. Don't know. Put this with my empty containers in the other room. This is a decorating container that with decorations. That leaves me with this little stack of random memory things I need to work through that I really don't feel like doing right now. So I will set them up here. And call it good. Grab our handy dandy box opener and go work on the other mountain. But that looks a whole lot better. And that means I have a cupboard in the other room that's available for stuff. Not sure what's gonna go there, but it's available. So the boxes over there have damage to them. These ones are even reusable. So the undamaged boxes go up in the garage, so they're out of the way. The most common damage we had was the handles ripped out. You can see here. So never mind about that not being damaged. Here's the new box mountain. Much more condensed, less of a trip hazard. Still needs to go out to the dumpster, but that'll have to wait until the dumpsters are more empty. So thank you for joining me today for working through some more boxes and working on consolidating all the trash generated from this move. I'm really hoping that somebody from Facebook Marketplace will have lots of use for these boxes and they can get a second life since they've only been used once. Like I said, the most common damage that we had on them was the handles ripping out. Once that happens, it's kind of hard to say, oh yeah, feel free to use them again. But this room is looking a whole lot better in terms of all those boxes there. This is decorations that used to be above the TV. So I'll probably move it over to the other boxes of decorations in the other room that we need to sort through and decide what to do with. But it's progress, it's moving forward. It's not done, but at least we can walk around this room and we can have an idea of the shape of the room and if we like the layout and what we want to do from here. And just praying that the carpet really relaxes and becomes usable again, because this size of a rug is not cheap. So I'm going to go take a rest and then probably work on some YouTube videos. So thank you for joining us for this adventure. Feel free to like and subscribe so you can catch the next episode and see how this room and this house comes together. Until next time, have a wonderful day.